right ahead.
Hey, what's going on, old man? Long
How you
time,
feeling,
bro.
man? Long time no
All
hear.
right.
Go right ahead.
Yeah. I got a question for you. But I'll make this quick. Now, Pearly, you didn't do anything wrong. Please stop apologizing. These Negroes looking for validation.
She's a tool. She's an object. She's something to be used to actually do something further. Same thing with Nick Fuentes. I don't care.
His white skin. I'm telling you, his white skin covers a multitude of imperfections and sin.
Right. So I'm here. So I want to appreciate everyone. I appreciate everyone for coming to my last live stream. I didn't expect to have 1,000 views on that. And I got 1,100. Yeah, it's about 1,100 views on that live stream. So I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate it. I'm going to circle the block on this while I'm here. I'm going to circle the block. BGS, the master teacher. How come you've been silent on this? She's supposed to be your tool. Pearl is supposed to be your tool. And now here you are. You have not said a word about your tool. What's wrong, BGS? See, and the reason why I'm making this video, this live stream, is because BGS, I saw you on somebody else's live stream. Excuse me. You was on somebody else's comment section. And yes, you were talking a lot of shit about me, right? Because your homeboy was trying to look for some help. But BGS, your tool lost the debate. Your tool Your tool lost a debate, and she's supposed to be your champion. Nobody, and it seems that nobody, and I mean no one, actually came up and asked you how you feel about Pearl losing to Anna. Why is that? How come you ain't expounding the failure of your tool? This white woman supposed to be your saving grace to push the black manosphere and their talking points to the next level. Since since Kevin died, since Kevin Samuels is no longer here, it's no longer available, you decided to hitch your wagon to a woman who is lacking in clarity, lacking in depth. What's going on, Yeti Black? I see you in the chat room. What's going on, Yeti? So yeah, I sound tired, but I find it odd you didn't say a word. Can somebody please tell BGS why he's silent about Pearl, Hannah Pearl Davis? Tell me why he's silent. You see, this tool, right, was supposed to be in government and was supposed to be in government passing laws and speaking on your behalf because you need somebody to speak for y'all. And the only reason why you're looking for somebody else to speak for you is based upon that you don't believe in yourself, or or it's because you don't want to accept the responsibility. You want somebody else. Um, you want to take wins off of somebody else's victory. The world don't respect men who take victories off of somebody else. You expect a victory where you never even fought. That's the most, how can I say it? That is the most asinine concept. That is the most asinine concept imaginable. Trying to see, men are supposed to be thinkers, right? Men are supposed to be problem solvers, right? BGS. Then how come you are, um, shouldn't it be you and Dr. T's son Johnson leading the way? But yet you found this dumb bimbo to be your leader, to be your, oh, you know what? Leader is not the right word. That let me let me hang back. Let me let me go ahead and say this in a better way. You adapted this woman to be your spokesman, your spokeswoman, and she failed in every way. She's a failure. What's going on, Q? One, no, I'm sorry. One Spear US. What's going on with you? So with all this going on with Anton and with Pearl, um, and we gotta start asking this question again. It's not just BGS that needs to be asked. What about Angry Man? Angry Man propped up Pearl too. BGS and Anger Man propped up this red-headed wildebeest, and she failed. See, I wish people start asking questions. All right, questions that need to be asked. Why you got all this smoke for everybody else, but this white woman supposed to fight your battles, and now she could even debate out of a wet paper bag. And yes, One Spear US, yes, that debacle. Well, that debate was a debacle, for the manosphere, and everybody's silent. You see, what happened to Pearl and also to Anton, right? Hold on. He became vice president after her death. Huh? Who what is Cassandra referring to? Anyway, yeah, man, um, I don't follow what Cassandra was saying. You spoke as if they had a legitimate relationship. I'm speaking as this woman was supposed to be their savior. All right, the savior from the black woman. You know, yeah, and the thing is though, one sphere is the first 10 minutes, right? I mean, if you want to talk about the first 10 minutes, the people who hosted the debate, the look on their face um was a muted tone. They was shocked, but it was a muted tone, right? What's going on, Candy Cane? How are you doing? So yeah. Yesterday's live stream put me to sleep. All right. Um, it really put me to sleep. That 8 hour and what 20-minute live stream. That put me to sleep, y'all. That's like the third longest live stream I have ever made. That's what the third longest live stream I ever made. Now the longest live stream I did was like 10 hours, 11 hours at least. The longest was uh 12. And that was back when Hangouts, Hangouts would end your live stream at the 12-hour mark. So yeah. Um, but I wasn't hosting it by myself though. That was a key to that live stream. Um, because the longest live streams I have ever done are usually at night, or on the weekend, nights during the weekends and such. But I never have a long live stream during the day, especially for 8 hours. I mean, and those are working hours. That's like some Sharon, you know, it's kind of embarrassing because I have an 8 hour live stream in the middle of the day because that's working hours. Feel like I'm a hobo online trying to be like Sharon, you know. And you know, some of y'all just need to start asking questions because some things is not adding up, right? On some of these content creators. And the reason why Anton and failed, see, Anton deserved what should have happened to him, right? And I might speak on this later on, right? Big J, we know you have a job. Yeah, I know, but does Sharon has a job? All right, you know the man is online every morning, you know, pretty much, and like, man, do you ever go to work? See, those are questions that y'all need. Some of you women need to start asking. Wait a minute, does he has a job? I mean, does he ever work? You talking about men supposed to be protecting and provider? Like, bruh, do you ever work? But I'm not here to talk about that clown. I'm here to talk about my two enemies, right? Or actually three, because I do count Anton as an enemy. But the thing is, right, when it comes to Anton, right, y'all should have checked Anton. See, I'm gonna say it like this: y'all really allow Anton to get away with shit. Now Anton almost got his ass, you know, handed to him. He really did. And the point I'm gonna make is y'all should have checked him before he got big. You know, you know. Um, but I'm glad though that Corey did not punch, um, laying hand on Anton because that was a trap, right? That really was a trap because if Corey would have landed you know, a punch on Anton, Anton would have used this as a even though Anton deserved it, but Anton would have used it as a you see, yeah, black people. You see Democrats. You see liberal. And that will be the narrative, right? And then what what Anton was looking for was him to be the black Charlie Kirk, right? He wanted to be the black Charlie Kirk in all of this. Big J, what are you talking about? Yes, he wanted to be the black Charlie Kirk. Yes, he want the violence to inflict it on him without the consequences of being quote unquote uh DEAD. All right. Uh he will have a survivable well, violence would have been imposed upon him, yet he will still have, unlike Charlie Kirk, he would come home that night so he can enjoy his martyrdom while being alive. Right. And George, you're absolutely correct. Yes, he was trying to look for a Fox News angle. Right. Right. See, see, Corey, Corey caught himself. He says again, Man, it's cold up in here. Corey caught himself. All right. Right. Corey really caught himself. Corey was no punk. That man, he caught himself. And no, I am no fan of Corey. I think Corey is trash. All right. I think Corey is a trashy ass nigga though. But the point is I'm making is he caught himself. He was wise enough to pull back, even though Anton deserved to be stomped on. Anton deserved to be drop kicked upon, right? But he stopped himself. He stopped himself from doing what needs to be done, and that was a calculated risk that Anton was doing to himself. So you know, yeah, if that would have happened, Anton would have been on Fox. He'd be on Fox and Friends, and talking that dumb blonde-headed white woman on Fox News. I forgot her name. Dana Bash. What's her name? Dana Bash, I think is her name. I'm not. I forgot. It's one of them blonde-headed white women on Fox. All right. You know, he would be over there, and he was talking about how oh, it's Martin Luther King's birthday. Martin Luther King was a conservative. He was a Republican, and all that foolishness. Hold on. What the hell just dropped? Hold on. Give me a minute. So yeah. Um. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. And you're right though. Can it would have done on more harm than good on Corey than anything else. So yeah. But um. Even though a lot of us really want to see Anton to get his just desserts, you know, all that. Oh, I'm married. I'm better than you. Married flexing, and then buffooning and cooning for GOP, for white conservatives talking points. You know, and what they would have done, right? What they would have done for Anton is, you know, they'll put the image of Anton next to Charlie Kirk and say, well, he was silenced because because he spoke his mind. You saw that meme with Charlie Kirk standing next to JFK, MLK, and Lincoln. Said, "Oh, they were silent because they just spoke." That's what they would have done. So what Corey did was a good thing. That was a good thing. He stopped himself from putting hands on Anton. But having said that, right? Having said that, because of this gaslighting and the because of the gaslighting and um the virtual signaling, some people are losing patience. Right? Uh, it's kind of like that man in Minnesota where he got on news and he said, "Listen, man, the time for peace is over with," and he's right. The time for peace is over with. Um, you're not going to come over here just disrespecting people and think that people are just going to sit there and just allow you to keep on doing it, right? Right, right. And Anton, yeah, you're right. Anton would have sit there and said black on black violence, reunite the whole black fatigue argument, and go on to a world tour on OAN and Fox News and Newsmax and WOAI and the other conservative news channels. You know, he would. He would. You know. But with Pearl, well, I mean, if Pearl had a decent ass chance at Anna, she would have helped out Anton out, since Anton did brought help brought Pearl into the space. That's the whole irony of it, though. That's the whole irony of it. Pearl and Anton lost. Both those two lost. You know, and let's talk about this black fatigue, right? This so-called black fatigue. Notice that Pearl said she wouldn't put hands on Anna. Notice that Pearl said she want to stomp Anna ass out. Pearl went on her own channel and said she want to put hands on Anna. Right, right. Remember when Anton called her baby girl Pearl? Yes, yes, he did. It's like God Himself, right? It's like God Himself is sending people a sign. All right, it's like the stars align itself, and the stars and the planets align itself, and in this cross section of failure, right? Now everybody talking about, oh man, Corey got punked. Corey got punked. Anybody who thinks Corey got punked by Anton, you niggas are dumb. Y'all dumb. If you think Corey Holcomb got punked by Anton, you niggas are dumb. All right, y'all dumb. If y'all had any sense, y'all know a trap was laid out. All right, the trap was laid out. Now, you know, I don't believe in the whole the astroastrology stuff like this, right? With the whole age of Aquarius, you know, yeah, you might be right. We might be into to the era of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius, where for how long does the age of Aquarius was the last, what, 2,000 years, something like that, or was it 500 years, something like that? I forgot what it was. You know, but yeah, what's going on, Hammer Time? Right, 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 Candy Cane, you're right. You said you didn't see him get punked. You saw Corey uh self restraint. Yes, yes, yes. He went there, but he stopped at the edge. Corey went there with it, but he stopped himself because you know. See, he has that let me know that Corey is not crazy. I hope y'all understand that. Corey's not crazy as he seems. You know, he saw a trap, right? He saw a trap being laid out. Hold on. You said Corey thought about the money he will lose. Well, true. Yes. Corey would lost some money behind that. Corey would lost some money behind that. You know, he would. You know. Yeah, you're right about that. Anton did got punked because he didn't say sucking the D word again. Once Corey was in his face. Yeah. See, if Anton had some sense, Anton would have got up. No, Anton needs to stop while he's ahead. You know, he needs to stop while he's ahead, and and because one of these days, somebody is not going to um let him get away with it. Somebody's not going to allow him to get away with it. If you know what I'm saying. You know. So who knows, man? Who knows? But back to BGS. Y'all need to start asking BGS of his opinion of Pearl. All right, y'all need to start asking him. If y'all ever see him, ask him what's his opinion about Pearl. How did his tool fare in the grand scheme of things? Because I'm over here when she sit there and did all that, man, I laughed. I laughed at that. I laughed. You know. Oh yeah, and that Fleece Johnson thing. Yes. That Fleece Johnson, the booty warrior. Yes. You know. Um. But anyway, I'm not gonna be here very long. Um. Both Ashen Cheeks were. You know what? I'm gonna leave that alone, y'all. Yeah. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm not gonna repeat what homegirl said in the chat room. I'm not gonna repeat that. You know, I was going to repeat it, but not no. Somebody gonna clip that and use it against me. You should say pause, all that crap. Yeah. But back to BGS and Angerman, and also Angerman acting all tough. Yeah, man, Anton did the right thing. You know, I want Angerman to try that shit. All right, I want Angerman to try that on someone. If you ask me, I want Angerman to try that to somebody. Do all that yelling, screaming, and try to bogart on somebody. Now, if this was Angerman, instead of Anton, Angerman would have got his ass rocked. Okay, if this was Angerman and not Anton, because Angerman wouldn't, Angerman is below Anton. Okay, so if he would have knocked out Angerman ass out, I believe that though financially Corey would be all right. Corey would have been safe if it was Anger Man and not Anton. Because nobody, well, you know what? I'll take that back. I'll take that back. I'll take that back because Angerman had been on Fox so twice, so I would assume he would try to get on Fox News with that. But at the same time, um, the way Angerman is dressed, he dressed like a little kid. You know, he dressed like a overgrown. What's going on, Brown Ellie? Good morning to you. The way he's dressed, nobody would believe him, right? Anton's dressed like a businessman almost, right? You know, he half-ass dressed like a um, you know, as an adult. So I believe he would um I believe he would um man, I'm sorry, I was distracted since somebody's outside. Anyway, um Amen would not receive the aberration, you know. So yeah. Free Zone Lou, shout out to you, Free Zone, for contributing via tribute yesterday morning. I appreciate it, man. That really put me to sleep. No, no, okay, okay. So you're saying, Free Zone, that both Anton and Corey um lost. If Corey would have put a hand on Anton, Anton would have went on the Fox News and made it about, you know, black on black crime, and he would did a media blitz. Anton dissed the whole West Coast, and he's playing with fire for being stupid. See, and this is the reason why I gotta say y'all should have stopped. And when I say y'all, I'm talking about black you two. Y'all should have stopped his ass before he got started. When he was on that arrogant bullshit, y'all should have stopped his ass. When he went around here talking about everybody's marriages and shit. Oh, I'm married. I'm married for 20 something years, and you niggas ain't shit. Y'all should have stopped him right there. You know. So, and you know what? It's not just Anton and Pearl. Jay Prince has lost. You know, Jay Prince lost. But that goes without saying because, you know, ain't much to say about Jay Prince. There's nothing much to say because, um, and like what Taz said, right? He played with them folks over there. You know, the what was it, Chaotic Truth and them. They played him. He thought though Chaotic Truth and Nepurius, whatever the name is, was going to push him over the edge, and you know, it didn't happen. So as a result of that, the Lord gave, and the Lord took it, and the Lord took, uh, you know, Jay Prince's shit. So, um, and you know, he thinking that his appearance on Pop the Balloon, he thought his appearance on Pop the Balloon was gonna um was gonna push him over the edge. You know. So yeah. Anyway, who's in the chat room? Yeah. I heard because I was on DJ Witch Doctors last night when he said, I'm going to Rumble, I'm going to TikTok and all that. Okay, that's fine, but you're still, I'm not impressed with anyone talking spicy with a bodyguard. Am I the only one who thinks that Anton secretly he knew he could talk tough and someone was there to make sure he wouldn't get touched? You know. Yeah, all of them are losing. Yeti, all of them are losing. You know, all them niggas is losing. So, who's in the chat? Oh, Lana Love. What's going on, Lana Love? I've got to put on my glasses though. But anyway, can't see shit. Yeah, JJP was on Pop the Balloon. Yeah. He thought that Pop Balloon shit was going to get him over the edge, man. Like, I didn't even bother watching. I saw it. I saw like 4 or 5 seconds of it. No, I'm good. I didn't see the results or who was the women on there. I just see him with the. I said, no, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. I'm not. It was already bad enough. He was on Kendra D. G. Was it Kendra D or G? Well, he was on Kendra's um show twice, 2, 3 times. He been on her channel. So when he was popped the balloon, I said, man, I ain't watching this shit. It's already embarrassing. And you know what? I wish that his channel was not flagged, because if people would have seen what type of man that he is, I don't know what was, but he is, it would save them. They'll sit there and look at him and see what type of and you know what? Let me say this, right? Let me say this. I blame the women for Jay Prince. Now I know that DJ Music said he don't call women out. I'm gonna call you women out because I don't give a fuck. See, I'm not on that blue pill shit. Okay, I'm not on that blue pill shit. I'll call you women out for this bullshit. You heifers are stupid. You just as bad as the men that y'all talk about. You knew that Jay Prince ain't shit, and y'all on that. Oh well, he's authentic. He's authentic. Really? But he did all this bullshit, sitting on toilets, taking a shit on a screen, on a live stream. Y'all thought that shit was cute. Y'all also thought that shit was cute when he was having when he was cooking food and having bottled Clorox and clean detergent right at the nearby the pot. Y'all thought it was cool for him to do some raggedy bullshit on the live stream, and him, still eating in the store and stealing deodorant. Y'all thought that shit was cute. And your women ain't shit. So unlike Mr. DJ Music, I'm gonna call that bullshit out, because fuck all that. Men need to call men and women need. No, these women ain't calling out Robin M out. No. Let's say the names. The women ain't calling out Robin M. The women ain't calling out bomb cherry out. Women ain't calling out you know, fuck all that shit. Let's call it out. No, fuck it. Let's be equal. Let's have equality on this shit. Since I'm on this purple pill shit, let's go and just call that for what it is. You see Robert M doing that shit. Going on Sharon's channel, go up in Sharon's chat room saying, I'm a victim, I'm a victim. And then you go right back to J. Prince. Sharon, see, don't act like though. I don't watch the chat room of other people's panels, other people's channels, because I see what y'all do on other people's panels or chat rooms, I should say. I'm talking about the women though. I'm talking about the women in here, in this space. Like Venus, Robin M, the woman who married Jay Prince. What's her face? I forgot that woman's name at this moment. Yeah, Flora. Yeah. So, and the like. Well, how are you supposed to entertain? How can you be troubled by what black men are saying, but then you entertain these niggas at the same damn time? That'll make no fucking sense. So yeah, I call both sides out. Torch Flame 777 said, Big J, BGS. Oh, that's the good name for BGS. That's a good name for BGS. The big goofy simp. BGS stands for big goofy simp. Big goofy simp ain't saying a word about Pearl. He ain't. And I know though I can't get near BGS. All right, I can't get near his ass because BGS blocked me. Right, he blocked my ass. But he's still talking shit about me though. I do know that much. Hoe ass nigga. And the thing is though, he wants to have his cake and eat it too type of shit. But my thing is, if this is your best bet, if Pearl was your best bet and she failed, you should have said something at this point. Man, let me tell you something. I ate good last night. God damn, man. Oof, man. That stew. Oh my God. Man, I want some of that stew again. Them big ass carrots. You know what? I'm thinking about doing a garden again. I think my gardening again. 'Cause damn. Them carrots was good, man. Fuck. Anyway. Yeah, but like I said, I blame the women on the Jay Prince side of it. They thought that shit was cute. And I'm gonna be real about what I'm about to say. Some of you women love broken men. And y'all love broken men because broken men are easy to control. They can be manipulated. Um, they can hang around with the nonsense. You know, a man who's stable. Is Sister George still married? Yeah, Sister George still married. Torch 70, Torch Flame 77. Yeah. Yeah, her ass is still married. Oh, I'm assuming because I hadn't talked to her in months, so I'm assuming she's still married. You know, but I don't know. I don't know why, man. You were asking. I don't know why you were asking me. You know why? Why, man? You want her? Shit, you kind of late now. I think though she already settled in with Curlin. You know, and Dante, and that's the problem, Dante. So if that's why I be looking at him with such disdain. Well, Big J, why are you so mad? Because I see what the fuck you doing. I see what the hell your ass doing. That shit ain't cute. The shit you're doing ain't cute. You know, you going on this channel, you say one thing, then you go to the second channel, you say another thing, and then you go to the third channel, and then you go to the fourth channel, and you say all this opposite bullshit, and then and the content creator who's hosting them, they're not aware of that shit. No, better yet, they might not be aware. Some of them might be not be aware of it. Some of they just there for long as a woman is on the channel. I don't give a fuck. Long I'm seeking female validation. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, they own that shit. So yeah. There's something else I want to say though, but I meant to say something else, but it really escaped my mind at this moment. It really escaped my mind, but oh well, oh well. I might come back later on, continue this because there was something else I wanted to say, but the thought just escaped my head. So anyway, thank y'all for coming by. Yeah, I got those 1,000 views, that 1,100 views on my live stream. I appreciate the views on that live stream. So, uh, so yeah, I appreciate it. Appreciate y'all for watching though. So anyway, let me get off of here, and I'll see y'all next time. I'm out.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.